My name is Miss Miriam Quates Jackson, and I am the ASO Recruitment Senator this semester. ASO is our Associated Student Organization. I joined ASO back in the spring of 2013, and I found it to be a resourceful place because it helps the students. So when I joined it, I started off as treasurer, went from treasurer to chief justice to public relations senator to now senator for recruitment for ASO. Just to give you a little bit more about me, I came back to school after 20 years. I lost my job, so I got laid off from a law firm. Yes, I could have went back and, got back straight into the job force, but I did not have any degrees. And I'm sick of being taken advantage of, and that is a reason they can take advantage of you. Education is very, very important. So I came back to school, I prayed over it, and I just love advocating, period. It was brought forth to me that, I always give, and giving to others, it comes back to you. So when I came on campus, I made a name for myself. I got involved. And I learned about West Los Angeles College again after 20 years. It had changed. West Los Angeles College has an abundance of resources, especially extra money. The problem is, one, students don't know, but you have to know you have to get out there and look for it. Then ask questions. Nobody came to me and said, hey, Ms. Jackson, come over here, and didn't tell the students. Nobody told me to do this. This is what I'm doing right now. I'm representing you from ASO. This has nothing to do, this Scholarship Foundation didn't ask me to do this. Financial aid didn't ask me to do this. It's me taking an initiative as a leader on campus to help my peers. And what I'm doing right here, you all can do too, okay? It's nothing different. If you want to give back, this is one way of doing it. I'm going to talk a little bit more about ASO. It's very important. For scholarships, especially the ones right now for the foundation, you must be a paid ASO member, $7. They will not. You could do it all you want, but they will not accept your application. This is the part I want you to really pay attention to. Most people say, okay, I pay my $7. They don't utilize the resources. You can get pens, pencils, Scantrons, blue and green books. You can use the computer, fax, all kind of avenues over in the ASO building for you. But it does not just stop there. You can become a member of a club. You can start your own club. That is an outstanding thing to do. Be your own leader in your own right. We all have it inside of us. Some of us have different passions and hobbies than others. But you'll find out on a big campus, there's probably a couple other people that like crocheting. Nothing is too silly. Someone started a creative writing club. I love it. Those are things that get you started, and it helps your character. So you can be involved in a club, you can start a club, and you can also become an active member, meaning you can be on the executive board or you can be a senator like me. When I was a treasurer, I was on the executive board because it's president, vice president, treasurer, secretary, and chief justice. That's the executive board. And when you're on the executive board, let me just tell you what I did my first year. So I started in the spring of 2013. So by the time spring of 2014 came around, I had been to Washington, D.C., New Orleans. Where else did we go? San Francisco, Sacramento. I know I'm skipping a few places, but let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I don't have no magic wand. I don't have a bucket of cash. I wish I did. I'd be sharing it. It was a part of being ASO. Now, yes, I had a little fun, but it was also about learning so I can come back to school and share what I'm doing right now with you. It doesn't mean that you have to be into politics or anything like that. It helps your character, networking. I have friends all over now. They like, are you coming out here? Are you transferring out here? Or I'm coming out there. And it just built a different networking system that I probably wouldn't have had I not got more involved, okay? So I just want to let you know that ASO is here, and if you're still in school, you're here anyways. Get involved and make it benefit you. I didn't pay one dime for those trips. Not one dime. They paid my airfare, my hotel, and gave me lunch money if we didn't eat there. And it was it built me up. It built my confidence because I'm not working now. And I can't take family trips and stuff anymore. So that part becomes very vital. Now we're going to go into the West Los Angeles scholarships and its eligibility, okay? So currently you have to be enrolled in at least 3 units, okay? That's the minimum that you can be enrolled in. And then another thing I want you to pay attention, the degree applicable units completed at West not to exceed 70, okay? Now, if you go to school in Santa Monica, that is not a part of our area, that's not counted for this. Because I had someone call me last night, they were so upset. But it says at West, because they need that transcript, okay? So if you have any questions more about that, we could talk about it later. I already told you, you have to have a paid ASO. $7, second floor, student services building, business office. All right? Anybody have any questions so far? Yes, ma'am, Miss Robin. Say it one more time. Then are they degree applicable? Are they already completed over 70? Then you can't qualify. Oh, unless they do have a few, and we'll go in there and you can look too. There might be some that might not matter because it says except where noted. Okay, so you can go in and look. I'm trying to think on top of my head. You might not be qualified, but still get this information because I have another scholarship. This is just not about these set of scholarships. It's for me to give you some encouragement and a template to move forward. So even if you can't apply to this one, I have another one. And just like I told you, once you start one, it don't stop if you really want that free money. You're working hard for it anyways. Yes, ma'am. Did you have a question? Okay. All right. So now I'm just going to go into briefly the website. You can access the website, of course, not through our reader. Am I good up on the screen? Okay. You can access the Scholarship Foundation through our West Los Angeles website, which you all know as WLAC.edu. Can I stress to you all, I don't know if you all take online classes. I do. I check the website at least once a week, probably way more than that, because things change and things are happening on campus. But I also know I'm active on campus, and I know everybody's not looking, and I want to pass the information. But things change on here all the time. So you can access it through here, or you can go directly to it. Now, let's say for whatever reason you want to give the information to someone else, then you would tell them to go to wlac.communityforce.com. That'll take you straight to the website if you just want to go straight into it. So that's wlac.communityforce.com. That'll take you straight into it. Or you can go through the website and click, and it'll open it up for you. I've already created my account, so you see my name up here at the top where it says, Welcome, Miss Miriam Quates Jackson. If you're new, and I was trying to do a new one, I forgot the password overnight, you would create your profile. So it will be your email and a password that you would remember, and then it will take you into a questionnaire that will, it is to qualify you. It'll ask you a few questions, and then it'll tell you you can now apply. Some people are coming to me saying, I didn't apply. I couldn't apply to this. And once again, I'm still encouraging them, get the information. This is not the only scholarships. So it's good to get the information and maybe even start or ask me for another scholarship that might lead you to some extra money. Now log in. Oh, hold on. Okay, I'm going to go into my applications. And talk to you about when you do the scholarships. They've changed it a little bit. So once you do the scholarship and can you ladies please sign in and take a white sheet, ASO brochure, if you don't already have one and know about it? Thank you. So when you do sign in, I want you to please read everything. because I can't go into each detail right now. Just read it. It tells you once you do it, where your scholarship goes, what they do after it. It goes to different committees, so it takes a minute, and when you should be expecting your money. Yesterday I did a workshop, and someone asked me, do I get my cash? You know, what do you do? Do they give you cash, or does it come on your Hire One card? Which is a good question. Well, when it first started, before they took it online, they had a ceremony, and we went, and they gave you the certificate, and your check was attached to the back of it. I see now that I think they probably changed that process a little bit. I did win a scholarship last semester from this system. They called me into the business office to pick up my check. So I'm still telling you, it's instant. They will notify you via email or call you. They first started emailing, and then they called me, but I was out of town. So if you win a scholarship, you get your money right away. You should. Sometimes departments, but I see they took a couple of them out. They might have to print their own check, but you get your money right away. You don't have to wait for it. So again, read everything so that you'll have your own understanding with deadlines and things like that. Any questions so far? Has anyone started on their scholarship in here?
Yes.
You started on it?
Now, I had a question because I don't really qualify for a lot of those things in there. Like one of two things I qualified. The one I was unsure about is asking me if I was a full-time student, and I'm technically not, as I have 10 units. But last semester I did, so I didn't know how to really answer whether or not.
Aurora. So if someone has 10 or 11, that's not full-time.
Well, most scholarship, they required only half-time. Half-time, 6
Right,
units.
right.
2 classes.
Okay. So that's a good question. Let me tell you about being able to qualify or not. This is not the only scholarship. And the reason why I'm doing this is because it's an opportune time, because West has this massive amount that they're giving away. But West LA gives away scholarships all year long. I clean up around here. And I'm going to go. I got one from Miss Aurora here that's due May 1st. I'm going to, at the end of class, I'm going to give you that. We have the OSHA scholarship and things like that. So what I'm trying to do is encourage you and give you the template so that when I'm not with you and you at home, you're going to look up some scholarships for your own self and start going to your mailbox or your bank account and seeing some of this money. You're going to reap the benefits. So don't worry about it. That's my answer. You'll qualify for something, and then you'll apply for other things.
So to take it back to your original, because I came in on the tail end of what you were talking about, how you received the check. Are any of these scholarships linked to that financial aid situation?
Not that I know of.
Because I don't qualify for any financial aid.
Not that I know of. This is separate from financial aid. Now, I don't know if this one that Ms. Aurora just gave me, it might come, the check might come. But this foundation is separate. It doesn't have anything to do per se with financial aid that I know of. This is foundations giving money to the school, and the check usually comes from them. Any more questions up to this point? Okay. Once you've created, sorry, yes.
I think this is just like a technical issue. But I tried to upload my transcript.
I'm going to go over transcript. I'm going to go over it. It's hard. It's difficult, rather. It could be done. Okay. Any more questions up to this point? Okay. So once you've signed and logged in and you're into the system, I have 100% here. I can't remember the email for the fake one I made up, but I always tell people start from the beginning, from applicant information, and then go forward. Do what you can. But let me tell you this. Today is April the 14th, and these scholarships are due next Friday. Not this Friday, but the following Friday. Anybody that knew me before spring break, I can tell you, I said, please get started. You need 2 recommendation letters, okay? So please, a paper, that's why I gave it, get a pen, write this down. You got to have 2 recommendation letter. I suggest you send it to 4 people if you have it like that, because people are busy, and call them. Don't just send an email or text whoever it is. Let them know you sending and you need it and it's a deadline. They tend to, do a little bit better than you just sending it and you're like, oh, I didn't get it, because if they don't send it back on time, that's it for that scholarship. I would hate for you to waste that. Yes, Miss Mercedes.
Is there a specific criteria for the way that the recommendations need to be written?
Yes. No.
Because somebody knew me in depth and they could really go into in depth about me. And then one, the person just knew me kind of like on a professional level and was just like, oh, she's really good, dedicated, and it was pretty short and to the point.
That's a good.
That can still consider
Yes.
a good recommendation.
Yes, it is. Let me tell you what a good recommendation letter is. Somebody that's going to say something good about you. They can know you for a month or all your life. Because some people in my family, I wouldn't dare ask them, not like that, but I'm not going to ask them to do no recommendation letter for me. So please pick someone that has your best interests at heart and do it today. Please, do it today. Because that's something that can drag. People are very busy. And since I'm going to go backwards a little bit. So if you see right here under request, it says 100% at the top for requested, and then it said nothing for received, because I haven't received my letters yet. So when you go in here, you have to have the person's email address that you're asking for the recommendation letter, okay? Through this system, you will, you have 2, but I said get 4 just in case somebody doesn't answer you. You have a backup and you're not stuck. But I know my 2. I've talked to them. I went to their office and said, it's that time. I need you, And they had one already because I've asked them before. But the point of it was things have changed for me. So I suggest when you do your letter to the person you're asking, it's okay to give them some pointers. They don't know what you're doing every day. Tell them, hey, I'm in school full time. I'm dedicated. I'm still a single parent, or I'm working 2 jobs and school. It's okay to tell them what you would like for them to elaborate on. Actually, it's the best idea to do that. People forget. You say, do an email. What if they don't say enough? You be like, why I ask them? It's okay to tell them, And so when you send it through this system, then it comes back like what you see right here. You see the date that I sent it, but I haven't received just yet. And then they'll open it up, do their thing, and send it back. And then my received will say 100%. See how it doesn't say, it says 0, and then it'll say, and I'll know, now I can submit my application, because that'll probably be the last thing I'm waiting on. Yes.
So you only have 2 options, but when you say ask 4 people?
Well, I said that because what if the 2 that you waiting on don't?
So if you send an email and it turns out that person can't,
Yes.
you can change it, right?
Yes.
That is your option.
Yes. Well, because mines are okay, but they have the option to decline it. So whoever said they couldn't, they need to decline it and it'll open back up. Did you all hear that question? She sent a request and the person said they can't or they won't or whatever. They have to, and I would call them or make sure, because they're blocking you. If they just don't, they need to decline it. Call them and tell them, baby, and then don't forget not to ask them again.
Okay, so the system will send them the request.
Yes, and they will fill it out then. Once you email them off your personal, you're going to warn them that you're asking them a request. That's why I said send that email because let them tell you no then before you do it through here. You hear me? Like I sent mine before spring break. I emailed, it's a scholarship time. I need you, and then even over spring break, a few people like, I got you. Or a few people said, what are you into now, Ms. Jackson? And I had to go back because I've been doing different things this semester. And I wanted them to highlight that. So then I came in here because I knew these two they was fast on it. So I hurried up and came in here, sent it this way, and now they just go in and put whatever, send it back, and then I'll be 100%. Yes, Miss Mercedes.
So I have it's not really a problem. I'm sure that these people will do it. I just received the 2 recommendations by paper.
Okay, good question. I love it. So I did that last year too because I wanted to show a certificate from my son's school. Okay? And this is a good option. I'm going to go back over this because I'm going to uplift you because most of us don't know how outstanding we are and how we can use the things that we do every day to get the scholarships. So I have to scan this. So you'll come see me, or you could go up to the library. We have an excellent media department. They'll scan it. You'll save it on your flash drive. And then you'll go in here, and there's a way to upload it. I'm going to give you, at the end of this workshop, Jason Coleman, who's over the foundation. He's excellent with calling you back and emailing you right away, as busy as that man is, okay? Because he's the one for technical on there, and he can say this is that. But I'm going to say if you can have them do it this way, it makes it easier, because then you got about 4 or 5 more steps to scan it and pull it into the document. Okay. Any more questions about getting your 2 recommendation letters or anything else that I've talked about up to now? Okay. So applicant information is easy. It's your information. You put it in here, your name, address, all of that good stuff. That's 100%. That's why I said start there. After you send your recommendation letters, if you missed anything, it will tell you when you go out of here, because up front, that's why they have the marks, 80%, 70%. And don't feel ashamed. You can go in and out, okay? With going in and out, I would like for you to please pay attention to the bottom keys. I'm going to go into available scholarships. At the bottom of the screen when it comes up, save and return to application, and discard changes and return. I wouldn't touch that discard. I'd rather you just backspace and delete, because when I first started last semester to find out the good and bad of it, it deleted everything. And I just wanted a portion, it was not a good thing. So I'm going to tell you, once you've done your information, save, then save and return to the main menu. Here is something I want you to write down, please. When you're going into here, which is our scholarship section and your essay section, please do a Control-All, select all, paste it into Word or whatever you're comfortable with. Type your information in there and then put it back. I have messed up. Some other people have. And they tell you if you read the scholarship, it tells you. But, we go fast. We're trying to get to the part where it tells us if we can apply and all of that. But if you do all this typing and working and getting it together, it'll delete on you. And that can be very discouraging. And I don't want you to be discouraged. I want this to be an easy process for you. Okay? Please do it in Word. Put it back in here. Now, I'm going to briefly go over a few scholarships. Some of the scholarships I'll ask you a little something, like this first one. It says, am I eligible? Yes. What is your career plans as they relate to teaching and education? Please, the question they ask you, restate it so you'll know exactly. You don't have to get off the mark. Short and sweet is better. I don't know how many are going to apply. I hope a lot do. Please forgive me, because if we don't all apply, things go away. And they don't need it. You hear me? They're always ready, forgive me, to take it away quickly because if we're not using our resources. So apply. I don't care if it's for one, and you in your own mind, until I can really encourage you. You feel like, I don't know if I'm really going to win. You're not going to know unless you try. Keep it sweet and short, especially in this section. This is the scholarship section, because you got a whole nother essay section. And I don't want you to get burnt out. Okay? And you can repeat a few words, but change them up a little bit. Okay? Now remember, you've already did this in Word, so what you're going to do, you're going to save it. Because now this is your template for the rest of the time, for the rest of your life, if you're going to apply for scholarships or proposals or internships. You already have put a template. Now you don't have to keep doing the same thing. Yes, your life does change, but you go in and change it. After I got this career, look, I got this job, because they still give you money when you get a job, too. It's not just for college students, but right now we're focusing on that. So when you find the ones that you can, fill out your little bit, don't put too much, and then keep going. I wanted to show you one more. It was a little bit tricky. Where are you? It's one on here that I said no to. Here it is. The Morris J. Heldman Chemistry Award. If you do qualify for this, please, you'll have this. But I didn't qualify, okay? I'm not a chem, okay? See this right here? How many units are you registering for spring? I'm attributing to this because it's in that section because I put 0. Okay, and then when I went out, my icon said 95%, so I thought I had skipped something, because it won't say 100 unless you've completed that section. Do you guys see this? So I put 0 because I said, oh, maybe it was this. I put 0 because it wouldn't take 0. It said, and you can try it, it'll tell you, it got to be 1 to whatever units. So I had to put 1. So I'm just, Yes, that's what I'm telling you. So if you want to do a little note on that, you have to, if you're not taking it like me, you have to put 1. And I need to let Jason know that today. You have to put 1 to get your 100%, huh? With 0? No, why mine didn't? We'll try 0. Mine did not. It came up and told me. Let me try right now. Do you all see it? Just so you know, Ms. Jackson, because I just redid this, I wanted to be able to talk about it. See what it says? And so I'm going to go out because I want you all to see how it changed real quick to 95%. I mean, it was boggling me. I'm like, what in the world? So once again, when you're going in, I did save already. Boom, I'm going to save and return to application. It won't let me? Well, it won't even let me do that. Should have. So I'm going to leave it blank because it won't even let me put the 0. And I'm going to go out and show you that it goes to see how it went to 95% for that one. And I mean, it took me a few minutes. I was getting real frustrated because I knew I wanted to be this 100%. I got other things to work on. So please put 1. And I need to call Jason. I forgot to email him and tell him that that's a little glitch. Computers do things. That's something they can work out. But you're here. You got to up on it. Put a 1. I'm going to go back in there and put 1. I can do that a little bit later. Okay. I want to talk about the sections. We're going to go back into available scholarships. A lot of people don't understand their potential and things that they do. I want to bring up 2 words, volunteering and community service. Okay? When you volunteer, it does not mean that you have to go to, hey, you all know I volunteer a lot. I've gone to the Ronald McDonald House with Wes, okay? Not on my own, with Wes. Yes, I have a volunteer certificate. But did you know that volunteering is, do you go to your child's school and spend some time? Are you freely volunteering your services? That's volunteer. Do you go to your church, not on Sunday or Saturday, but do you go and do anything there, pick up, whatever it is? You go to the women's thing early and volunteer your time? That is volunteering. Got a short story for you. Miss Jackson is in her 40s. I got my first speeding ticket the other day. I wanted to get home bad. Okay, my mother was in the hospital. I was like, that 405 was wide open. You know what time it was if it was open. And the police stopped me. I was like, hurry up, just give me a ticket. He was ridiculous. It was 75 miles I was going, whatever. I missed my court date, okay? This is true. I have to give it to you real. So when you do all that, you got to go later or they're going to get you. So I hurry up, got that court date, and I asked for what? I didn't have $595. I asked for community service, right? Community service. There's that word again. Well, Miss Jackson, you got a ticket. Excuse me? I'm not going to write in my scholarship, this is from community service. Do you know how many people don't do what they're supposed to do? How about I've been that person before? So if I do my community service, then I have done what? Community service. So I want you all to tap into, do you help your grandmother? Do you go visit your grandmother if she's in a assisted living? Do you sit around and talk to other people? If you don't, you should start. Little things like that. Do you go to your little brother or sister's school and do anything? Sell lemonade? You're volunteering your services. And I want you to build off that and do a little bit more, because volunteering and community service is beneficial to you. And not only for the scholarships, for your own person. Okay? So I hope I'm encouraging you to go back in here and think about it. Like, here's one on the end. This Bologna Creek Renaissance Environmental Scholarship. I said no at first, but then I was helping a student and I started thinking about it, because Ms. Jackson don't play. I need help. I'm just like you are. I'm no different. You hear me? I'm a single mother. I'm a full-time student. And work study that you see here, that's it for me. I don't have any magic money anywhere. So I had to be smart about how to fill those voids. Scholarships is it, because most people don't do them, and you get that money, and that's it. So here we are. I started looking. It says students must be active in environmental research, preservation, or conservation activities. I know I do a lot, so I started looking at my stuff, and I was like, what have I done? You're more than welcome to read this. Back in the day, I was picked to be an ETC, Employee Transportation Coordinator. What is that, Miss Jackson? Well, back in the 90s in Santa Monica, they wanted people to start carpooling. I'm a big recycler. Do you recycle? Yes. Is that a part of the environment? Yes. Huh. Okay. But you got to be ready now, okay? Because some of these scholarships have committees. Say it's me and 2 other people. So you got to be ready. Don't play and just make up something, because Ms. Jackson's giving you an idea. Be ready and be solid with it, because you could be called for an interview. And you want to be able to say just what you said here. You see what I put up there? Recycling at the YMCA. And that isn't part of it. So boom, now I'm in the running. Don't mean that I'm going to get it, not, but I won't know until I try. Okay? Because most people are probably going to say no. But you here, and you getting some upfront information. Yes, Miss Mercedes.
No, I just wanted to ask you a question on how to answer, because I'm trying to figure out, because I only qualify for one, but now that you're breaking it down for me, I'm trying to get more information. So for one of these, it says that they're awarding.
Which one is it?
Gibson.
Oh, I won that one.
And that was for someone who's been out of college for at least 2 years. Now, I had been out of college for 6 years before I decided to return, but I just returned full-time in the last spring, so a year ago, but I was taking 2 classes.
You can apply for that scholarship. Yes. I can't. Not only did I win it, I'm finna transfer. So I've already been here 2+ years. So I can't.
Well,
Yours
if
is.
you add it up, I've been here 2 years, because I took 2 classes in 2012, 2 classes in the next year, and then I only came back full-time last year.
Okay, you just came back full-time in the fall
Spring
of 2014.
Yes, full-time. But before that, I took a couple classes, but prior to that, it had been 6 years since I've been in college. So what do you think?
Well, I'm going to read this to you. I love reading, and sometimes we miss the key word. So the first one says, the award is given to a student who has been out of college at least 2 years and has returned to West Los Angeles College in the last year. So count a year back. That's it. Okay? So if you return in the last year, so this is spring of 2015. So if you started spring of 2014, then you qualify for this.
No, but I took 2 classes prior to that.
Okay, so then no. Any more questions? Yes.
Okay, so I did vocational training to be a dental assistant, but it wasn't like a real college. Like I didn't really come out,
I love words. It wasn't a real college.
It wasn't a real college.
What do you mean by that?
It was 8 months, and they just.
I still want you to tell me what do you mean by that, because what was the name of the place? Did you get a certificate?
It was United Education Institute. And
That sounds like a real place to me. I think you need to apply. I'm not trying to crack jokes. You know how I talk.
Yeah.
But that's why you're here asking me. That qualifies. It don't have to be community college, because if it did, they have to say it on here. Or you come get Miss Jackson and we fight the power. Pay attention to we overthink things and we put ourselves down. it's not a community college, no, you're right, but it's an institution. You see what I mean? Did you get a certificate after the 8 months? What did you get?
Nothing, because I had to pay. So I still haven't gotten any.
But you've done some work.
Yeah.
Well, then you qualify. It doesn't hurt. What I want you to do is the work that you've done, you're going to go into talking about it. What experience did you get out of it? What did it mean to you? Because they want you to be involved. Okay? And you'll teach that probably to your child. Just a minute. Yes, sir.
My question is to the application. I want to see, number one, what time, like, would this be over? And I want to see if you could look at my application. Is this something that seems like it should be complete, the essay part, but it was saying that it's 95%.
Okay. You came in a little late. I'm going to show you right here. Did I go past it, you all? Sorry, y'all. I had to get my glasses up. Did I pass it?
Did that speech 121?
No. This Morris J. Heltman Chemistry. I'm at 95 too. For some reason, I don't know, but when you say no or yes, well, if you say yes, you have to answer this next question. If you say no, you see where my cursor is? You still got to come in here. It will not take 0, and I'll show you.
I've done that. I put in my credits.
Oh, so you apply and it still says 95?
I changed some stuff. It was at first, it was at 96, and then it went to 95.
I'll look at it after this. It'll be over. I'm going to be wrapping up about 2. Might be a little after if you have time. If not, maybe you can come by tomorrow. I'm here all day tomorrow till 4.
What time are you out? What time do you leave?
Today, 4 o'clock.
All right, no, I'll come back.
Okay, no problem. But before you go, I'd like to use you as an example, please. Yes.
Okay, this is another one.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I'm running across you because
This is what you're supposed to do. That's what we're here for.
So the Jan Nathan Memorial Scholarship, any student returning to college after 15 years, when they say returning to college, do they mean like right now, like me currently? Because, I have my undergraduate degree, and I graduated in 2006. Now, I did go to high school, but I didn't graduate, so I got a GED in probably 2000.
Okay, let's go back to the original to qualify. Okay? Any student returning to college at least 15 years after high school, right? That one?
Yes.
I've already won this one. Okay? So I said no because I've already been here. I've been here 2 years. But I'm going to say, because it's not going all into like the other one, apply for it. You've only been back a year. Everything is about quarters and yearly when it comes to numbers in business. So if it was real strict, they have to say it right here. But it does. Do anybody see anything that little blind? Yeah.
That's why I said 15.
I could have said yes, you all. But once again, I know about being greedy too. Okay? I've already won this one. This is a good one. I think this one, I can look it up. I think it's $2,000.
So what you're saying is, so I applied for that one.
Yes.
Does that mean for this current year?
Does it say anything about any current year?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to
I don't see nothing. I'm not trying to be funny, you all. That's why I'm saying we overthink. They have to be specific. Mm-hmm.
It's 2015. If I got my GED in 2000, I would be considered qualified for that, right?
Yes.
That's all I want
Yes.
to know.
And once again, they have to tell you, let's look at this one again. See how it has extra? This is just straight up forward. Any student returning.
No, my thing is, I
After
returned
15
back
years.
to school. I returned here in 2006, stopped, came back. So I was still qualified.
Yes.
Okay.
Apply for it. What's the worst that can happen? What's the worst that can happen? You could not win, but you applied. Now you're ready to, maybe hungry to apply for some more. So I say apply. I don't see any extra on there. And this is coming peer to peer. I didn't get the information from Mr. You hear me? This is just me being a successful scholarship winner and want to give some information back. If I was going for it, they would have to, I would fight it. I'm not trying to be, let's say they pick me and there's 2 other people, but they go, Ms. Jackson, show me proof, or, what do you mean? Then we can go into it like you should have put a little more qualifications up under that. So I'm going to encourage you to apply for that one, okay? Any more questions in this section? Do you understand that? Please copy and paste it and then bring it back over. Yes, because this whole thing. So if you have to do, well, I would, especially because this has these essay parts in it. Okay. All right. I'm going to go to another section. Any more questions about this right here? Understanding what volunteering and community service is, so that you don't get hung up on words that because you ain't physically going to Ronald McDonald like that, but you still do volunteering to your community and at your school, things like that. If you're in a club, really helps you. And it's not just about scholarships. When you get ready to transfer and go to other colleges, it looks great because most people are not doing anything. Okay? Does somebody have their hand up? No? Okay. Now I'm going to go into a very important, I'm going to go back. It's about the transcript. Under this section I'm going to pull up, as soon as it slowly comes up, college information. In here is where it's easy. It's a few little questions. Your grade point average, how many units, and this beautiful first line can stop you. Yes. The transcript. My suggestion and what I do, I go into our West LA site, and I go to current student, and then my SIS. That's where your transcript is. You print view. Do you all need me to show you that? Because there's a little button at the bottom right. It says printable view. It opens it up. You control all, which is select all. Copy it. Save it in Word or whatever, Word Office you use. I would put it on my flash drive because guess what? I'm trying to set you up so that you already be ready for some new scholarships. If you already ready, you ain't got to get ready. It's true. Because that's what stops us. We got homework and all that. We don't feel like. But if you already ready, it's just 10 minutes. Okay? So save your transcript on your flash drive. And then, one second, here's the key to it. Then when you save it and say you come to the school and you're going to do it, or to me, and we put it in here. This is the key. Please write this down. And this is under college information for your transcript. You must convert. See, that's a good word. Convert your document from doc to either JPG, PDF, HTML, or PNG. Now, some of these things I'm not familiar with, but this is what they tell you. As you can see, I turned mine into a PDF. It will not accept anything else. If you don't do it correctly, you've wasted your time with the application. It will be disqualified. They have to be able to look at your transcript. Okay? They have to be able to look at your transcript. So if you have problems with that, you can come see me. I'm usually in the CDC in the afternoon. Okay? Yes, ma'am.
I tried to do it on 2 different computers, and it didn't go through, so I tried to do it on my phone, and then I ended up, I went to the school website, and then I just, screenshotted it, and then went to my downloads in my screenshot and uploaded it from there.
Okay.
It says it's 100%, but I still don't know if it's actually going to be viewable.
Well, at the end of, here's my answer. I would think so too, but I'm going to tell you this. If it's not right, then your application will not be accepted. So what I would do, at the end of this, after I'm finished, at the very end, I'm going to give you Jason's email. I would email Jason and have him see if he can look, because he's behind the scenes. I would make sure. Just make sure. It says 100%, so it should be. And you can fight that too, but before all of that, I would just see if he could check it. I will put what you said to me in the email, and then he'll answer right away. Okay? So everybody clear about uploading the transcript? No. Okay. Who said no? Miss Robin? Mm-hmm.
You said to go into information system.
Yes.
And
so current student, I'm already in here. So when you go to my SIS, I'm in. It's not going to let me over here. Hold on. I have to go over. It doesn't take Chrome. But when you go into our website and you go into my SIS, and then you, once you get in, you then go over to the right. It has a transcript button, and I'm going to show you. I'm going to pull it up. I'm just talking along. I'm going to open it up, and then you can open it up bigger and then save it. So we go to My SIS. Go to transcript, submit, because West LA College is my college, of course. And then when it opens up, I'm going to scroll to the bottom, and a lot of people don't. Since I'm going into the transcript, does everybody understand how to read their transcript? Because a part of that is knowing what units you have. You know what I mean? A lot of people do not understand how to read their transcript, and I understand because I had to break it down. It's UC, CA, CR. You see all this stuff on here? Please, if you're not comfortable with going to see a counselor, come see me. I'll break it down for you because you should know so you can keep up with your classes, attempted classes, and all of that. See here? It says viewable, view printable, Miss Robin. When I click on that, it should open it up a little bigger, take some of the stuff off of it. Come on, little silly thing. So in here, I do my control-all. I clearly save everything, and I clean it up later. And then I save it however I want, Miriam's, so I can know how to find it. I save mine on my flash drive so I can use it. Say I'm at school, Miss Aurora come down with a scholarship. I'm already ready. That's why when I go to my box, when I ain't got but 50 cents on my Hire One card, bam, there's $100 and $200 check, and it seems like $1 million, So if you're already ready. So from here, you will save it on your flash drive and if you're on your computer, and then you would have to upload it like that after you save it. So from here, you're going to save all. Control A. See how everything's blue right now? And then you can either right-click. See, I right-click and copy comes up. Okay? So once you copy here, then you would go over to your Word, paste it, and then give it a new name. And I say make it clean. Put your name, the year, because it's your transcript and transcript. Make it simple. And keep it flash drive because anything can happen to your computer and you're already ready. I can help you with that, though, if you like.
Okay, once you do that, and how do you transfer that over to?
Okay, so you saved it on your flash drive, right? So now we're back over into the actual scholarship. Back over here. So when I click browse, opens up. And I would go to my computer because I'm going to get it off my flash drive because I know that one is right. It's been converted to the PDF or whatever. Then when I do that, then when you come back over here, as you can see how I named mine. See what I did? I know what it is. I know the year. That's it. Now I'm done. Okay? Any more questions about this section? Or once again, I'm saving. Even though I've been in here and stuff. Please save. I know it seems repetitious, but once you've done this, it becomes important to you. So you save and then save and return back to application.
I see your scholarships say 100% now.
Yes, because I put that one.
Where did you put the one?
In that chemistry, that one. But I'll look at yours again. But you taking chemistry, though, right? So then that's what it is, baby. You need to put a 1. It won't take 0, even though you're saying no. It might be because of that. That is what it is. I'm telling you, you got to put the number 1. Try that, and then if that don't work, but I bet you that's it. Okay. Just going over my notes. No more questions so far? Yes, ma'am.
Question on the essay section. Yeah, me too.
All right. Oh, yeah, I didn't go into that. So I haven't done my essays yet. Y'all know why? Anybody know why? Isn't it interesting? We got a week left. Anybody want to try to answer why I haven't filled out my essay part yet? Do you think I'm already ready?
Yeah.
Right.
You already got it.
I already got it. What am I going to do with the old one? I'm going to cut and paste it and twerk it. You understand what that means? That means take it and I've done a few little boom. I'm going to save that one too. And next year, I'm going to build off of that. And I want to encourage you, please do the same. We do so much and we don't know we do it. So the reason why I only put, you see here, is educational, career, personal, special interest / hobbies I put right there because I want you to understand that special interest is hobbies too. People don't, words throw us. We smart, we in college, but we get overwhelmed in our mind. Words throw us and we feel like, I don't have no special interest, or what? Yes, you do. And don't be ashamed to say what it is. They want to know about you. Now, I wanted to get to the bottom. So leadership, campus involvement. The reason why I put a little more on this bottom one here, because most people say what? You want to answer that for me?
I don't know what to put.
Yeah, I don't know what to put, or I don't do no campus involvement. I'm not you, Miss Jackson. I've listed quite a few things up here. If you are a paid member of ASO, what was the first thing I told you had to do to get a scholarship? Anybody? What do you have to do? I didn't hear you. You got to pay $7, so now you are what? A part of what? Is that on the camp? Is that on campus? Or is that something y'all doing at home I don't know about? It's on campus. You just paid $7. Okay? Do you know how many people don't pay their $7? A lot. I've been in ASO 2.5 years. I've been monitoring. Y'all know I'm always promoting positive things. Do y'all see all this? Huh? Do you see this? Examples. What's that first one here? I'm not ashamed of who I am. Again, my name is Miriam Quates Jackson. And in the last 2 years, I've won over $10,000 between West LA College and whoever I find on Google. Do you understand me? What makes me different than you is that I'm going after it. That's the only thing. That is the only thing. Okay? Please take my advice. Think about what you're doing. Where you at on campus? Oh, I'm not in one because I'm a little spoiled. I got my own private tutor on campus. Are you in a tutoring club on campus? Are you going to the HRLC once a week? Is that involvement on campus? Yes, it is. They want to know what we're doing on campus. No, it don't have to be grandiose like maybe I can put because I'm ASO, I'm in, Still, have you volunteered at a club rush or anything? That is involvement on campus, okay? So please don't feel like you can't. Leadership. It's okay, baby. You know you got access later. Thank you for coming. Thank you, babe. No problem. Yes. All right. Leadership. I know you do. Don't worry. I'm going to wrap it up. Leadership. We all think, well, I ain't no. Yes, you are. You a parent? Are you an auntie? Are you a friend to somebody on campus that y'all might get together and do your own? That's leadership. So many people don't do nothing. So give yourself a break. And if you need some more wording, get my card, take a picture of it, email me, and I will help you build up the word to fill. And remember, the box don't have to be full. Tell them a little something, enough, just enough. Okay? All right, I'm about to wrap up. Any more questions about this section? And again, this is vital. What are we going to do? Are we going to type dead in here? No. We're going to copy and paste it and put it in Word. And I'm going to tell you, that flash drive, get you one and put some tape on it because you know that's your own, that's the personal one. I carry mine, but y'all should see my little bag. It's all, but I know that that's my flash, that's my life. All my information is on there. Yes, Miss Mercedes.
For that situation that I told you about my letters, do I still need to put out the electronic request?
Yes. If I would call them and say, look, thank you for the letter. Keep them letters. I keep all mine. But ask them if they don't mind. Tell them it's that through the system. I would call them and say, I'm going to send you the email through the system. If you could take that letter and copy and paste it in there and send it back. Then you're done. Okay? All right. I'm going to wrap up, but I want to just have a testimony done. This young man is Mr. Dion. He's a student worker in the library office. I met him last year. I used to work in the library, and even if I didn't, you all know I talk to everybody. This young man came last year. Well, before that, I would come up to him and say, you going to fill out the scholarship? You going to fill out the scholarship? He's like, oh, man. But he came to my workshop last semester. And then from that, he built his own character. And Deanna, if you don't mind, if you tell a little bit about your story, him winning a big-time scholarship. Okay? Thank you, Aurora. 205. Go ahead, Deanna. Thank you. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Okay.
So I applied to Cal State MBS, and they sent me an email saying that
Do you put a good word in for me, Aurora?
and all this stuff. And it just so happened that a guy came downstairs like one day I'm at work, and he was on his transcripts for the same thing. So he encouraged me to go ahead and do it. So I filled out, I done my essay, my resume, and sent it in. He was like, I was so late. The last day I sent in this information, and it had to be postmarked by that day. Now, the post office was closed by the time I finished with my essay and my resume, and I was trying to make it to the Nunez and drop it off. The freeway I moved about not much in 30 minutes, so I realized I wasn't going to make it. So I had it sent by FedEx so that it would be postmarked for that day, so that I can get that day set. I received an email stating, that I could come out for their scholarship competition on the 21st of last month. I went out, there was a number of people there, and they gave out a number of presidential scholarships, maybe 4 or 5. So I got one presidential scholarship, the top scholarship. That's a free ride.
Yeah, let's give it to him. For how long? 2 years, right?
Everything from the parking pass to the tickets to everything. And I wasn't going to apply.
See? He wasn't going to apply. Did you hear that? And I know we've all said that before, like, But this man just won 2 years? Are y'all kidding me? How much stress does that take off of us as college students? It should motivate you right now. And again, did you win? Did you apply for this last year? Did you win anything? You hear that? But he was already ready, even if he lagged to the minute. It's the foundation, and that's what made me feel happy. I want to encourage you. So in conclusion with that, thank you very much, Dion. I want to tell you something. If you don't win, or let's say you get this information, which is good, and I'm thanking you for coming, use it for something else. I'm going to announce one that Aurora just gave to me that's due May. And if you all want to start a little club just within ourselves, we can do it together. Because I'm gonna apply for the money. You can't hand me nothing, and I'm gonna spread the word. But you all believe Miss Jackson is in the business of trying to get her some money as well. But I want to encourage you also, whether you have a major or you don't have a major, internships during the summer are right now. I'm getting a lot of emails for internships. Internships is a great way to get a stipend, which is like a scholarship, and it look good on your scholarship resume as well as your transfer application. And most of them give out stipends. So you say you're not sure you want to be a teacher or this or that. You can go over the summer and do a little job. It'll give you your feet wet. And you get a stipend, and it looks good for your scholarship because that's a part of these questions. What are you doing for you? They really want to make sure that this money, you're going to use it for your education and things for you. That's why they ask these things. Okay? Also, I wanted to give you this name and email. Jason Coleman. He is the president of the foundation. He's very good. I'm telling you, I love the internet for emailing back. And he will call you. Well, he called me back probably because of how I've addressed it. He needed to call me. Jason Coleman, Coleman. And let me know when you're ready. I'm going to give you his email address. It's on the website as well, but I just want you to have it. It is president at the @ WLAC Foundation, all together, .org.
WLAC.
Foundation, altogether, .org. Okay? Do not forget that these scholarships are due next Friday and at 5 p.m. our time, because I think this system is Eastern. So if you see on here it says 8, we're 3 hours different. Please, please, please. I really want to suggest you do it the night before if you have to wait until that long, just in case. Yes, ma'am.
I just want to add to that, I applied last year.
Yes.
And I waited till the very last day to
Submit.
submit, and the system crashed because I guess so many people. So don't.
Did you hear what I just said? I said I suggest
Yeah.
that you, because I didn't submit to the end. I just wanted to, I like to go back and kind of look at words. And as you know, I can talk a lot, so sometimes I talk too much when writing. That's why I'm telling you, sweet and short is better, okay? Just give them just what they want. And as you saw in the essay thing, I start off, if it says, what's your career goal? Start off with that. My career goal is, what's your education? Just talk about education. That's what, maybe you can talk about the classes you're taking. Or you can talk about the degrees you want to get. Then when they go into leadership, only talk about how you're a leader. Whether it's at school, at work, in your home. Don't forget that's being a leader. So many people don't do their job at home. I got some missing parts to my situation. So don't put yourself down. Use those things to benefit you to get paid. All right? If you'd like, let me see. I want to show you all one more thing. So it's over. I want to thank you all for coming. Now I'm just going to give y'all some information. On our West LA site, okay, I go and please start doing, especially if you don't have no money and you like, where I'm going to get an extra something. When we go to the West LA site, if you go under financial aid and look under scholarships, it'll tell you. It'll tell you if it's something like for now. So this is one of them. It's the Adiba Shaba Scholarship Fund. And this one is due May 1st. And you have to have a current grade point average of 2.0. And you have to be in a college. You have to be going to a 2 or 4 year college. And I was kind of brushing through it once again. You already got your 2 references because you're about to get them here. And what you going to do? Save it on your flash drive. It wants some money. It wants you to do, when you see stuff like this, where it's breaking down the money, you want to go into that SIS and you want to print out your award letter. Put that down on your notes. Keep your award letter on you in the folder from financial aid. If you get financial aid, your award letter, that's what this information is, where they ask you this. For this particular one, you have to attach your transcript to this. Yep, that's it. That's all. This one is real easy. I'm about to see if this is, this one should be, this one should be on the website. Yes. Okay, baby, thank you so much. You going to come back down and see me? Okay. Thank you. Okay, so I clicked on services and resources. Then you go down here to financial aid. And start reading this stuff, because guess what? Aurora that was here, that is the lady that is over work study for financial aid. When Miss Jackson came back, I told you I came here and I want to know where was the money, because my money had went down, and what's going on that I can get involved with to better me for my education. So I straight made friends in financial aid. Y'all know that could be challenging. But they need to see this. She's going to go right back and say, the students is there. They need to see this. That's partly why I do it, because I don't want them to keep the money and say we're not using it, but all we're doing is complaining. As y'all know, financial aid is not enough money, okay? So when you go down in here, it should start talking about scholarships. Where are you? Where's my scholarship? Oh, over here to the left. Okay? See it? It has its own link. And baby, I tear this up. See all these links up under here? Periodically start going to look. That's why I say some nights I'm on E2s and I be taking a break, and I know if I go on Facebook, I'm going to get stuck playing Candy Crush. So I go on here instead, and so now I don't feel guilty because I'm still doing something that's benefiting my education in my pocket. So this is where you get this scholarship from. And start clicking on them. Look at this. Scholarships for college freshmen, sophomore, opportunity. I'm telling you, you would be amazed. So this scholarship is under here. Oh, yeah. The name of this scholarship, and you can also Google it, and I'm going to spell it, the ADIB, as in boy A, so Adiba, I'm assuming, Shabby, SHABY, Scholarship Fund. And here's a website. Well, this says send it to it, so I wouldn't do that. Trying to see if they gave me. No, it just says email. And this form is so easy. I'm going to pass it around and let you all look at this. Because it's just fill in the blanks. And it seems like you need to apply, just attach not your transcript, your FAFSA. But these are this easy. I don't know if it tells the amount because she just handed it to me. So I can't like go. But if you all want to get with me, I'll probably be doing, it's not probably, I will be working on this starting tomorrow. Because I'm already ready. Financial aid.
For the ones that I read here on this website, does that have to do with financial aid, if you're receiving financial aid or not?
Some will when it's attached to them, but most of these is financial aid giving you an option to go look for scholarships. This is just like what I'm doing here. They have to let you know that this scholarship's available. So most of this money just comes separately. It don't come on your higher one. Yeah. Did I answer your question? Mm-hmm. So I go here all the time, ladies and gentlemen, and I tear them up. Higher One has a scholarship. Did y'all know that? Huh? Ask me, did I apply? Oh, I'm waiting for this one. See this Spend on Life scholarship? I need that. I need $5,000 for the summer because I don't work. And I'm not going to have work stay. You all know June 9th I'm walking. So I got to think now, what am I going to do? Where's that extra money coming from? I'm not going to have that. So I'm applying now for internships and scholarships where I know they're going to give me the money over the summer. Okay? Any more questions? You can hang out. I'm here till 4 if you want to. Okay, babe. So once again, thank you all so much for coming. And I hope I encouraged you to try to apply for a scholarship. Thank you.